Hi! So, a couple of months ago, the kind people over at Shure decided to give me a little bit of a challenge. This was a while ago now, but basically not long after they came out with their SM7DB, which is basically an upgraded version of their classic and renowned SM7B, the difference being that this one requires a preamp to be powered with phantom power, like a FET head or a cloud lifter, and the SM7DB has that integrated, a feature that literally everybody had been waiting for. Because it's happened more often than I care to admit that I have tried to take my SM7B with me, but I forgot the preamp at home and then I couldn't use it. But there was no reason for me to ask them for an SM7DB, given the fact that I already have a perfectly good regular one here, until Shure posted this on their Instagram. An SM7DB customized by a US-based company called Colorware. They basically just custom finish any piece of gear that you'd like, PlayStation controllers, microphones, headphones, whatever. And this post of course made sense at the time, because it was made during like peak Charlie XCX brat meme time. You know, back when this shirt still would have made some degree of sense to wear in a video, but due to the fact that Colorware is based in the US, that time has come and gone, so I guess I'll just have to cover it with this poorly translated hoodie that I bought in China. Oh, bloppies. But given the fact that I'm a sucker for some good music, and this was so topical at the time, I really wanted that microphone. And what Shure challenged me to do in order to get it was get 500 likes on an Instagram post. Now, this may sound like nothing to you, but unfortunately, however proud I am of what I've built up on my two YouTube channels over the past couple of years, that is all made up for by my horrible, terrible Instagram presence. It is pathetic. I have less than 4,000 followers on there to this day, and so unless I just happen to post some kind of reel that by coincidence just ends up getting 80,000 plays, my average like count on Instagram is nowhere near 500. It's closer to like 1 or 200. So this was a challenge for me, but I was able to get 500 likes on that post, and if you were one of the people who liked it, thank you so much. There was no cheating involved, it was all organic, and you made that happen, and I'm very thankful. Because while this was a slow process, today is the day I finally get to unbox my neon green SM7DB. So obviously, before I get cutting, thank you to Shure. Technically, this is a sponsored video, but I did win this thing fair and square. And if you'd like an SM7DB of your own, there are affiliate links in the description, and if you'd like a colored SM7DB of your own, there is a link to Colorware in the description, which is not an affiliate link, but I can't blame you for not wanting the standard black one. Oh, this is it. This thing's heavy. I think this is heavier than the standard one. I mean, okay, why do I say that? That makes sense. There's a preamp built into it. Standard SM7DB box. Guaranteed to not be a standard SM7DB in here. Come on, baby. You get the first peek. There's a manual. Ah! What? Was there so many fucking manuals? Ah, the classic Shure sticker. This is going on my laptop. Okay, this should be it. Aha! Oh, I love this already. Isn't it glorious? Just a quick side-by-side. This is the standard. You've seen me use this 1 million times. You've seen everybody. You've seen Joe Rogan use this. There you go. Oh, that is significantly more beautiful. I love it. I could have gone for the green hinge and everything, but I felt like that might have been a bit too extra. But what I will likely end up doing is trying to find a color matching piece of like green pop foam, so I can at least have the entire microphone body be green, because that will look funny in videos and maybe make for some green screen action. And there you go, in case you didn't know the difference between the standard SM7B and this one yet. There it is, built-in preamp, so you can just plug this straight into an interface and use it as if you had one of these things attached to it. The cloud lifter is significantly larger. This is the Triton Audio FET head, but basically with the standard SM7B, you always have to have something like this attached to it, so for me it's always on the other end of the cable, between the cable and the interface. And this thing, you just ram straight into the interface with the cable and record, and that is so much nicer. And what this means is that this is going to be able to become my new standard vocal SM7B, so not singing but speaking, and this one gets to be demoted to a guitar cab microphone, because while it is unconventional to use an SM7B for a guitar cabinet, you can get some fantastic sounds out of it. So while I won't be showing you that in this video, I will now switch over to this mic and then this one and at least give you an A/B test, because I am curious to see if it makes a difference sonically. I'm sure it won't, but let's see. So here we have the standard SM7B boosted by what I believe to be 27 decibels from the Triton Audio Fathead preamp. It's a classic sound, it sounds great. To me at this point I've used it so much and also heard so much stuff recorded with it that I can actually tell when this microphone is being used just from listening to like a podcast or something. I can tell it apart from other microphones like that other Shure podcast microphone, I forget what it's called. Because while it sounds generic if it's your first time hearing it, the more you get used to it, the more you actually start recognizing the character of this microphone and start recognizing why it's been so widely used on so many recordings throughout time. I mean, I think Michael Jackson used it. He used a different version, like an older version of this. Fantastic microphone. Let's switch over to the SM7DB. The keen observer may notice that I'm recording this on the next day, but this is what the SM7DB sounds like. Now to me, these sound pretty much identical, but that's probably because the iconic microphone formula hasn't changed. All that really has changed, as far as I'm aware, is the casing. Because they've had to make some extra room inside the casing to effectively fit the inside of one of these preamp things into it in order for you not to need this. So thank you to Shure for holding up your end of the bargain and sending this thing out after just narrowly losing that bet. Thank you to Colorware, I guess, for, making it. Not that they had anything to do with me directly, but it's still really, really cool. I'm going to leave affiliate links to the standard SM7DB in the description, as well as a link to Colorware if you want a customized one. That's not an affiliate link. Those people don't know I exist, but it's there in case you want one. This is going to be the mic you see in future episodes of Roasting Your Gear purchases, anything like that. Whenever I'm using a microphone at my desk or in a situation like this where it's not a shotgun mic, this is going to be the one. This is really badass. Thank you, and good night.